Hello folks, and welcome to Kerbal Space Program, one of my favorite single player that I think I've ever broadcasted. So this is something I've done a lot of live. If you guys are familiar with the DudeiCalledYouBro Twitch TV, this is something pretty much we've done exclusively, at least as far as something on a routine basis. So this is something I really wanted to record as well, but you know, at the same side of things, I didn't want to take away from the Twitch stream. But we got something a little exciting going on, at least as far as, you know, at least as far as I'm concerned. I'm excited about it, and that is building the BroLab space station. I got us ahead a little bit, and I really wanted to start out and start recording some of this as well. Because it's something I want to have record of, you know, some of the more exciting things that we're doing here. You know, there's a lot of steps that were missed. A lot of stuff that, you know, doesn't get saved on Twitch. You know, our first few flights. But I'm pretty excited about starting to save these. So I'm jumping right in. I mean, I know I'm not really giving much explanation of what I'm doing. Bear with me. I've essentially got us where we need to be already. So the goal really is to put us as close to BroLab, the space station orbiting Kerbin, our Earth-like planet here, as possible. So you're gonna see these little orange intersects. That's my target. And then I'm only like 24 seconds from burn here. So I set up a maneuver to get me where I need to be, to get myself as close as possible initially. So you can see all my target reticules are starting to come together. I've got the blue reticule, which is the maneuver, which is where I should be heading. It's pretty much right in between our prograde, which is that little yellow or retrograde, little yellow icon to descend our orbit on the far side of the planet. And then the little pink reticule, that is our true target. That is BroLab. Now 71.4 kilometers away. So with that little bit of maneuvering out of the way, I can kind of start to explain really what's going on. So we've launched a section of space station. Initially for BroLab, we have 2 crew on it right now, and 2 Kerman. And what we're trying to do here is start building some additional sections. So this is a fueling arm. This is a refueling arm. So this back section here, which was attached to the bottom of the rocket we launched, that will connect to the space station, hopefully. And these other little sections here, these other ports will open, and that'll allow us to connect fuel tanks. Now on the top, we have another docking station here for a future expansion, but right now it has the control shuttle on it, and it launches in this direction. But what we're going to do is, since we want the back end to face towards the station, we're going to turn this around. This is a mistake I made once on live stream, trying to attach almost an identical arm, or actually an identical arm but different shuttle on the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick maneuver. And we're going to open this docking port from the control shuttle. And we're going to decouple from the arm. So now, I can switch to the shuttle, and I can switch us to docking for RCS. Turn RCS on. Oh, I have the fuel tank disabled. Hold on. Okay. Now we're gonna turn RCS off. We're gonna spin around with just our inertia disc ring thing. I don't understand how it works in space. It doesn't make any sense really, but gonna aim ourselves back. We're gonna switch back to docking and RCS. And we're gonna lightly reconnect. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so we're reconnected with the arm. We are now facing BroLab. And the section of arm that we want to attach to BroLab is also facing BroLab. So this is good. Turn all the lights off. So on our next orbit now, our intersect will be at 3.3 kilometers. We have a very close orbit. You can see apoapsis is slightly higher. That's the high point of our orbit, is the apoapsis. It is slightly higher than the green orbit, the target orbit. Paraapsis is about right on target. So that means that we are going to bleed a little bit of our speed as we do a full orbit. So we're going to speed up a little bit. And you'll see there's some other ships in orbit here. These are actually the sections of the last fuel arm attempt, before I kind of knew what I was doing with docking maneuvers. Yeah. So we're going to also in this, we're going to exchange crew members, hopefully, from the space station. We're going to take one of the crew members from there, and we're going to leave our crew member behind. So this one can get a break, and we will also hopefully rendezvous with the main section of fuel arm and return it to Kerbin in the form of burning it up on the atmosphere. So you're able to speed up time a little bit here. And you can see the space station icon is kind of slowly catching up with us. As we near our intersect point. So intersect is kind of separated on that spin. I'm not really sure why the icon's separated. We didn't do any maneuvering, but we have an intersection at 2.7 kilometers. That's not perfect, but it is pretty darn good. So we're going to speed up again. We're going to get to that intersect point. Oh shit, that was a long burn. I shouldn't have done that. I'm losing control of what I'm doing. Hold on. Eek. Oh shit. God damn it. God damn it. Stop sliding away. Very slowly approaching. So now that we're closer, I can set. There we go. Huh. This is looking good. Looking really good. Oh my goodness, looking frickin' amazing. Gently scraping paint. Oh, yes. Okay, so the shuttle is now disconnected. Beautiful. Take in the view. So right now we're on the vehicle docking port of BroLab. We have the ladders to get us back down into the actual science lab itself. And we have the now installed fuel arm on the right. It's got no tanks on it yet, but we'll be able to bring up those 4 tanks later. So let's do this. Let's get John Lee. Hatch is obstructed. Hatch is obstructed. My goodness. All that and the hatch. He can't get out of the hatch. I probably should have tested that. Well, that's a good thing to note for next time. So all that in place, I guess, God, I'm disappointed we won't be transferring crew. Let's undock the shuttle. And gently drift away from BroLab. Oh, BroLab. Finally starting to come together. So now, the good news is this vehicle docking hatch is aiming, directly towards Kerbin. So for me to retrograde burn, I don't have to worry about impacting it with thrust. So I probably could have just given all my monoprop on this one to the station, but it is what it is, I suppose. So while we're just gently floating, we're on a pretty normal orbit, so I guess it doesn't really matter where we do our retrograde burn. So let's say goodbye to the station. Bye! And there we go, re-entry. Like I expected, pretty long re-entry. Definitely looks like everything's heating up. Maybe we can go without the lights. Oh yeah. That definitely looks like things are heating up. I think we're almost through the worst of it. John Lee has nothing new to report. He seems pretty confident. Boy, this is a long re-entry. Oh, there we go, though. There we go. We'll separate from that section. Let it plummet. Bye-bye. We can speed up time a little bit. Okay. Retract the gears. We're going to do a crew report here from the desert. Okay. So the docking port tower section, I guess, is the only thing that survived. And it's just kind of sitting there. Huh. And as we run off into the desert, thank you everybody for watching.